Welcome back, Cubs. This video, we're going to go over mass stoichiometry, the last type of stoichiometry for this section. So it's called mass because the given is mass in grams and the unknown is mass in grams of another substance. So just a reminder, check out the general equation video, mass stoichiometry. Our given is mass in grams of substance A. Our unknown is going to be mass in grams of substance B. So, start off with your given. That will be grams of A. Convert grams of A to mole of A. Then from mole of A, we can go to mole of B. Remember, the only time we can have different substances is when it's mole over mole. Then we have mole B over, grams B. That's a B. Okay, so make sure your units cancel out. They do. We're left with grams of B. Okay. Let's take a look at that sample problem from the lecture. So we have an equation, Sn, tin plus 2 moles of hydrofluoric acid will give us 1 mole of tin 2 fluoride plus hydrogen gas. So make sure the equation's balanced. We need a balanced chemical equation. And then identify your given. Look for the number that's going to be your given. So our given is 30 grams HF. Then our unknown, that's indicated by the how much, how many, determine, find. So how many grams of tin 2 fluoride is our unknown? Unknown is grams of tin 2 fluoride. Okay, let's walk through this problem together. Here we have the info from the problem. We have our given, we have our unknown, we have our balanced chemical equation. So always start with your given, 30 grams of HF. This unit right here is going to drop down to the denominator, so that will be grams of HF. Mole of HF will go in the numerator in this case. Then mole of HF is going to drop down to the denominator, mole HF. Then our unknown mole SnF2 goes in the numerator. Then mole of SnF2, grams SnF2. Okay, so mole over mole. Mole over mole, we can have a different substance. Use the coefficients from the balanced chemical equation. The coefficient is a 1. Coefficient is a 2. Okay, gram and mole together. Mole gets the 1. Gram F, you need to add up the parts. So to find the molar mass of, I'll give it a second to focus. There we go. Molar mass of HF. We have hydrogen, we have fluorine. There's 1 times 1.01 times 19. Add them up, 20.01 for our grams of HF. Then find the molar mass of SnF2. So we have 1 tin, 2 fluorines. We get these values from the periodic table in the back of the book. Tin is 118.71. Just a reminder, for these masses, we go to the hundredths place, and we add up our values. 118.71 plus 19 times 2. So 156.71. So gram and mole, you add up the parts. We have 156.71. Gram and mole together, mole gets the 1. Okay, let's make sure that our values have canceled out. They do cancel out, and we're left with grams of tin 2 fluoride. Okay, so we have it set up. Now we just need to perform the arithmetic. 30.0 divided by, we divide because it's denominator. Denominator divide. Numerator multiply, denominator divide. Divided by 20.01. Hit enter, divided by 2, hit enter, times 156.71. Hit enter, and we get 117 grams. Remember, 3 sig figs, so after that decimal point, those get dropped. Okay, let's do another practice one. This is going to be found on page 295 of your textbook. Let's take a look at number 2. This is the practice, not the section review. Practice problem. So when copper metal is added to silver nitrate in solution, silver metal and copper 2 nitrate are produced. What mass of silver is produced from 100 grams of copper? So we have our equation written down using the correct chemical formulas. Now we need to go back and balance the equation. That was a quick one to balance. That's a 3, by the way. Okay, so identify the given. Look for the number in the problem. The given is 100 grams of copper. The unknown in this is mass of silver. Okay, so start with your given, 100 grams of copper. This unit drops down. Then we get moles of copper in the numerator. That unit drops down. Then we're looking for silver, so we go to moles of silver. Then from moles of silver, we can get grams of silver. Okay, mole over mole, use the coefficient from the balanced chemical equation. The coefficient for silver is a 2. The coefficient for copper is a 1. Then we have mole and gram together. When this is the case, mole gets the 1. Gram, add up the parts from the periodic table. In this case, there's nothing to add because we just have 1 unit of copper, 63.55. And then for silver, gram and mole together, mole gets the 1. Gram, utilize the value from the periodic table, 107.87. Okay, now let's make sure our units are canceled out. This numerator cancels with the denominator. Numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. We're left with grams of silver, which is what we were looking for in the problem. Okay, we have it set up right. Things cancel out. We have our correct values entered in there. Okay, now we use our trusty TI-30X2S calculator. We've got 100 divided by 63.55. Hit enter. Numerator, multiply, times 2. Hit enter. Numerator, multiply, times 107.87. Hit enter. And it looks like we have 339 grams of silver produced in that reaction. Okay, Cubs, let me know if you have any questions. Use Remind or the discussion board or email. I'll post a video for worksheet help on the mass worksheet. Have a great day, Cubs.